"Why does your palm wine taste sweeter than the others?" the old man asked, wiping his mouth with the back of his hand. Kofi smiled, but his eyes didn't. He simply said, "It's a secret." Kofi, the palm wine tapper, was the most popular man in the village. Everyone wanted his wine. It was smoother, sweeter, and more refreshing than any other palm wine in the market. But no one knew the price of his secret. Late at night, when the village slept, Kofi would leave his small hut with a machete in hand. He walked silently, his shadow long under the moonlight. He wasn't looking for palm trees. He was looking for human beings. The first victim was Okua, the seamstress. She had stayed late at her sewing machine, finishing a dress for a customer. When Kofi knocked on her door, she opened it, surprised to see him. "Kofi, what are you doing here at this hour?" "I need your help," he whispered, his voice shaking. "My brother is hurt near the river." Okua didn't hesitate. She grabbed her shawl and followed him, and she never came back. The next day, the village searched for her. Kofi joined the search, calling her name louder than anyone else. "Okua, Okua." But deep in the forest, where no one dared to go, Kofi had already buried her body beneath a palm tree. That night, he climbed the tree and tapped it, letting her blood mix with the sap. The wine from that tree was his best yet. It sold out in hours at the market. "Do you think Okua just ran away?" Ajoa, the trader, asked Kofi one afternoon as they sat by his stall. "No," Kofi replied, wiping sweat from his brow. "This village is small. Where would she go?" "But it's strange," Ajoa pressed. "First Quain disappeared. Then you're now Okua. People are talking." Kofi laughed, though it sounded forced. "People love to talk. Maybe they'll blame me next." Ajoa's face grew serious. "Some already are." That night, Kofi struck again. He chose Yor, the widow who lived alone at the edge of the village. Her cries echoed briefly through the forest, but no one heard them. By dawn, her blood was feeding the roots of another palm tree. The village grew restless. Too many people were missing. Some whispered of spirits, others blamed wild animals. But one man, Kofi, was suspicious of Kofi. "Kofi's wine always tastes different," Kofi told his wife. "It's not natural." "Then don't drink it," she replied, shivering. "If you think something is wrong, stay away." But Kofi couldn't stay away. He needed proof. One night, he followed Kofi. He trailed him into the forest, careful to stay hidden. He watched as Kofi dragged Ama, the village baker, into the shadows. Kofi's heart pounded as he saw Kofi raise his machete. Kofi ran back to the village and woke the chief. "It's Kofi," he shouted. "He's the one taking people." The chief gathered the men, and they marched into the forest. They found Kofi at the base of a palm tree, covered in blood. Beneath the tree were shallow graves, the earth disturbed and reeking of death. Kofi was brought to the market square, tied to a post. The villagers demanded answers. "Why did you do it?" the chief asked, his voice trembling with rage. Kofi laughed, a hollow, chilling sound. "They were the price for the wine you all love so much. Blood for sweetness. You drank it willingly." The crowd fell silent, horrified. People spat at him, cursed him, but Kofi only stared at them, his eyes empty. The chief ordered his execution at dawn. They buried him beneath a palm tree, the same one he had used for his dark trade. No one touched its sap again, but some say, on quiet nights, and the tree's leaves drip with something thicker than sap. You can hear his laughter in the wind.